Red alert, red alert, red alert. Dear SMEs sales and marketing professionals, this week we have good news. It will shock you beyond your wildest imagination. Don't believe? You have to read this bulletin to convince yourself. True? You bet? Without waiting any longer, shall we dive in now? How Budget 2022 can survive your business forward. Kuala Lumpur, for small and medium enterprises, SMEs, in particular, the upcoming Star Outstanding Business Awards, SOBA, 2021 #508 named Save Our SMEs webinar. It is set to reveal how companies can best leverage on Budget 2022 to help grow their business. Titled How Budget 2022 Can Survive Your Business Forward, the webinar will be held on Friday, starting 3 p.m. Those interested can register to attend the free webinar bit.ly/edsobala. RHB Bank. BHD SME Banking head Yip Hao Nang said the budget was a low-key but expansionary plan aiming to reset the economy. Although it lacks a catchy punchline, I believe it will provide a positive long-term effect on the economy, said Yip, one of the speakers at the event. Credit Guarantee Corporation Malaysia BHD, CGC, SME Advisory and Marketing Vice President Jenny Hoh will be speaking on how businesses can bounce back from pandemic repercussions and be future-proof. For key lessons and takeaways, SMEs need to understand the importance of setting business goals and purposes, followed by planning and execution strategies. Managing the components of sales and costs is the foundation for business viability and sustainability, she said. Maxis Business SME head Kevin Lee said, at Maxis, we are inspired by businesses that use technology and digitalization to create meaningful outcomes for their customers. This is aligned with our branch purpose, bringing together the best of technologies to enable people, businesses, and the nation to always be ahead in a changing world. Among other things, I will be sharing how SMEs can successfully leverage on the SME Digitalization Grant to digitalize their business, he added. Packet Logistics Group SDNBH Chief Financial Officer Peng Kong Chek said as logistics had been classified as a priority industry by the movement, he hopes to see more efforts in addressing inefficiencies such as clearance processes and service quality. COVID-19 has stagnated the global economy and every player along the supply chain has felt the brunt of the disruption. Besides that, Thailand and Vietnam have surpassed Malaysia as the World Bank's Logistics Performance Index, which means we will be faced with fierce competition in the region, he said. Aside from constantly improving its facilities and services to attract foreign direct investment in hopes of making Malaysia the top logistic hub in ASEAN, he said that the logistics group was actively involved in boosting student employability to combat youth unemployment through its education arm Peninsula College. Other speakers who will be present at the webinar include 3 Malaysian Associated Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry and Secretary General Datuk Dr. at Kumaraja and Malaysia Retail Chain Association President Shirley Tay. SOBA 2021 is organized by Star Media Group BHD with CGC, Maxis, Packet Logistics Group and RHB as the main sponsors, and Matrade as the official trade promotion partner. Supported by the International Trade and Industry Ministry and Bursa Malaysia, it is audited by BDO with 988 and Surya as official media partners. For more information on SOBA 2021 the Star events at 017-231-1789 or visit www.soba.com.my helping SMEs drive their business forward. Source The Star Papers November 2, 2021 PS Did you find this news helpful in your job? I think you will. Remember, knowledge is potential power, moreover, applied knowledge is real power. Alright. Before I leave you, may I introduce my colleague Madam Florence, another virtual assistant to CTM Joseph. She will deliver a free chapter of the book How to Close Every Sale and Every Time until we meet again. CTM Joseph and I say sayonara.
Thank you, Madam Sophia, for allowing me to wind up this week's bulletin with a free chapter from the book entitled, How to Close Every Sales and Every Time. Trust me, this book has been painfully written and compiled by CTM Joseph NG. Before I forget, may I introduce myself as Madam Florence, another virtual assistant to CTM Joseph. Alright. Chapter 13 The Doorknob, close quote. With this close, it helps to isolate the single most important problem and concentrate on solving it. The stumbling block may be fear, price, or just about anything else. When it is identified, you can zero in on it and avoid any secondary distraction. By Bryce Webster book, The Power of Consultative Selling. While you are reading this chapter, you may ask, what has sales closing has got to do with a doorknob? Hold your horses. Please don't jump to any conclusion yet, but do allow me to explain more. Okay. In truth, simply the words doorknob are catchy words for one method of closing technique. This is also sometimes known as the lost sales close. Believe me, it is indeed a powerful tool for closing in a salesman's arsenal. True, it may actually turn a lost deal into a signed contract. You are probably aware of the fact that prospects often lie when they give you the reason why they aren't buying your product. Not only does the doorknob method give you more sales, but it also reveals the real reason why you are turned down. By the way, it happens when the salesperson makes a presentation to a prospect who has tremendous sales resistance. Here, a reluctant customer is holding back. The prospect is now hesitating. Moreover, the prospect is not giving you an answer and will not make a buying decision yet. In such a situation, when you are about to leave from a sales presentation without a contract, pause for a while. When you, the salesperson, is about to push open the doorknob, hence the name of the technique, you instantly turn around and look at the prospect. Then you say, Mr. Prospect, before I leave, maybe you could help me out. You see, I'm completely green at selling and need some advice. What was the real reason why you didn't buy from me? Believe it or not, most people love to help others, and by saying that you are a complete rookie, even though you might have been working as a salesperson for several years, most prospects will try to give you some advice. Usually, they now give you another reason why they didn't buy. Well, we can't afford it just now, is a usual one. Hence, you have a second chance to close the deal. Oh, I forgot to tell you. You don't have to pay anything now. What if we divide it into 6 payments, starting next month? If you're lucky, they actually say, yes. Research has revealed that in 50 or 60% of cases, you or any salesperson can turn a sales situation around completely with this doorknob close. To back up my conviction, allow me to quote more words of Malcolm Bird, an international expert. To paraphrase in my own words, it should read like this: there will be times when you will be firmly and clearly sold that your product or service is not wanted. This result is always disappointing, but the professional salesperson will not be dismayed by it. Hence, this technique comes into play. Trust me, there is a key reason why a person will buy a product, and there is always a key objection or reason why he or she will not buy your product. Therefore, you cannot always sell until you find the objection. However, if you find it at the last minute, it is possible for you to sell. Similarly, once you find out the objection, you can turn around and answer the objection, and then you close. Furthermore, you are probably aware of the fact that prospects often lie when they give you the reason why they aren't buying your product. Faced with such a dilemma, not only does the doorknob method give you more sales, but it also reveals the real reason or reasons why you are turned down. Believable or not. Now that we are almost at the end of this chapter, it is only logical to wrap up this chapter with a succulent summary. Get my drift? Summary. The distilled paragraph of this chapter can be summarized in a few sentences. It must be clarified again, the words doorknob and its importance in the closing stage of the sales closing. Additionally, you must recall the doorknob is used as a reminder to try again to close the sale. It must also be kept in mind that the doorknob technique is basically used to find the real reason why the prospect is not going ahead. And the sales professional must overcome that objection to closing the sales fast. Conclusion: to reveal the truth and nothing but the truth, you must try this technique for a few weeks. You have nothing to lose, since this is a sales you already have lost. In my personal experience in the marketplace, I must state here that it is an excellent method to use. Especially if you cannot fish out the reason why the prospect does not say yes to your proposal. Although this is one of the many methods to close the sales, do not underrate this doorknob technique as a ready and proven solution to close the sale. Agree or not? Until next time, happy selling. End of chapter 13. PS: if you are interested to get hold of this ebook, How to Close Every Sale and Every Time, do place your order directly with the author himself at his email address josephsing@gmail.com, or WhatsApps him at 60123-878-592. The offer of this book at $1 US$99 or RM8 is for a limited time. Okay.